Good morning, students. Today we are going to start chapter 8 of Geography. The name of this chapter is Human Environment Interactions, the Tropical and the Subtropical Region. And as the name suggests that what is the meaning of human environment interactions? It means that how human being interact with environment, means how he changes his dressing sense, you can say their food habits, their homes, their occupation. It all depend on in what type of environment they are living in. So in this chapter we are going to discuss only two heat zones of the earth. The first one is tropical and the second one is subtropical region. As you all know that the tropical region is very close to the equator and it experiences extreme heat, and the subtropical region, that is also called the temperate zone of the earth, that experience moderate climate situations. And the story of this chapter starts with Renuka, who is a girl whose uncle is a photographer, wildlife photographer, and used to travel worldwide. And Renuka used to see the photographs of different people living in different parts of the world, and then she came to know that there are different food habits, people living in different areas, there are different type of clothes they used to wear. And that's why we are also going to discuss the story of some people living in the Amazon basin. As you must be knowing that Amazon basin is very close to the equator and it is in South America, that is a continent. And the South Africa continent is very close to the equator. That's why it is also called equatorial region, that is between 10-degree north and 10-degree south. You know, equator is at 0 degree and 10 degree is very close to the equator. That's why Amazon river, from where the Amazon river flows, and the people living along this region are called the people that they are living in the tropical region. The place where a river flows into another body of water is called river's mouth. What does it mean? It means that the ending point of a river, where the river merges into another water body, that part of the river is called the mouth of that river. It means every river has a mouth because there is ending point of every river. There are numerous tributaries join the Amazon river to form the Amazon basin. First of all, you should know what is the meaning of tributaries. Tributaries means the small rivers that join the bigger one. Tributaries means the small rivers that join the bigger one. For example, you know, Yamuna is a river as well as Ganga is also a river. But what happens? The Yamuna river joins the Ganga river in Prayagraj. It means the Yamuna is the tributary of Ganga because it merges into that river. And now you should know what is the meaning of the word Amazon basin. Actually, Amazon is itself a river, but many other rivers join that river. And in this way, the area covered by Amazon river as well as the tributaries of the Amazon river, they are called, these areas are called the Amazon basin. The river basin drains matlab, I told you what is the meaning of river's mouth, means the areas from it where it is passing and from which countries the river is passing. These are Brazil, some parts of Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, Colombia, and a small part of Venezuela. All these countries are covered by the Amazon river basin. Now you will be knowing that how the river got its name. When some Spanish explorers discovered the Amazon River, they were attacked by a group of local tribals peoples, those who were wearing headgears and grass skirts. You know, tribal people, how they look like? They were the people who were wearing dresses like the tribal people used to wear. And when they were attacked by these tribal people, that reminded them of the fierce tribes of women warriors known in ancient Roman Empire as the Amazons. Roman Empire, that is in Italy, that was in Italy, and there were some women, those who belonged to tribals, and they were also used to be warriors, and that's why the people who were attacked, the Spanish people who were attacked near the Amazon River, they gave that river or the area the name as Amazons, because the women were also called Amazons in their history. And in this way the Amazon River and Amazon forest got their name. Now we are going to discuss about the climate, forests and the occupation of the people living in that particular area. The Amazon Basin means the area that is covered by the Amazon River stretches directly on the equator. I have already told you that it is near to the 10-degree north and 10-degree south, that is very close to the equator, and in this way you can imagine that the climate there is very hot, and that is characterized by hot and wet climate throughout the year. Both day and nights are almost equally hot and humid. uh, the skin feels sticky because you know what happens in summer season, we feel sticky just because of excess of sweating. It rains almost every day. It is natural phenomena that whenever there is very much hot climate, it rains excess, and you can experience that whenever there is hot season after March, April. Starts raining in Haryana and Punjab when it is June, July, because there is excess of heat there, and it happens in Amazon Basin also. As you know, there is the climate is hot throughout the year. That's why it also rains here. The day temperatures are high with very high humidity. At night, the temperature goes somewhat down, but still the humidity remains high because throughout the year the climate is not going to change. And if we talk about the forest of this area, it is not just forest, it has been written rainforest. And why it has been written rainforest? Because the rain is excess, and just because of excess of rain, the forest becomes dense, and that are so much dense that it creates a roof like structure in the forests. The dense forest and branches does not allow the sunlight to reach the ground. It means the forest here are dark forest because sunlight is not able to enter in the forest because of the cover of the branches and the leaves. The ground remains dark and damp. Rainfall is there, but still the sunlight is not reaching at the ground, and that's why the area remains dark and damp. Only shade tolerant vegetation may grow here. Means there are most of the trees need sunlight to grow, but some of the trees are also there. Trees do not need sunlight. So the trees that need not sunlight, only that type of vegetation can grow in these forests. Name of some trees are given here like orchids. Bromeliads grow as plant parasites. You know what are plant parasites? These are the plants that depend on other plants for their nutrients. So the rainforest is rich in fauna also. Fauna means plants, and fauna means animals, and flora means plants. Birds such as toucans Hummingbird, the smallest bird of the earth, macaw with their brilliantly colored plumage. Plumage means there is a structure on their head, and oversized bills. Bills means beaks that is used for eating, make them different from birds we commonly see in India. Means there are the birds found in this region have plumage on their head. They are also oversized. They are also having oversized beaks that help them to eat. These birds also make loud sounds in the forest. There are many other animals like monkeys, sloth that is also look like monkey, and ant eating tapirs. The picture of tapirs you can see in figure 8.5 are found here. Various species of reptiles, the animals that have small legs, and snakes also thrive in means they are also found in large number in these jungles. And what type of animals are found here? There are crocodiles, snakes, pythons abound means they are in large number. Anaconda and boa constrictor are some of the species. These all both are the snakes, you know. Besides, the basin means the river basin, the area covered by the river is home to thousands of species of insects. Several species of fishes, including the flesh eating piranha fish, is also found in this river. Piranha is the name of a fish that is found in freshwater. This basin is thus extraordinarily rich in the variety of life found here. It means there are many animals are there are reptiles, there are birds, there are insects. That's why the flora and fauna both are rich in this region. Bromeliads are the special plants that store water in their leaves, and these are also plant parasites. That example has been given in the chapter. And animals like frogs use these pockets of water because there is excess of water, and this pockets of water is used by these animals like frogs for laying their eggs. And the last topic of this tropical region is people of the rainforest. It means if there is so much hot, there is excess of rainfall, there are rainforests, how the people survive in these areas. First of all, you should know the most of the people living in in this region are tribal people. It means they all depend on forest for their basic needs. People grow most of their food in small areas after clearing some trees. As you know, the forests are full of trees, that's why they have to clear the trees. While men goes for hunting and fishing along the rivers, women take care of the crops grown in the region. They mainly grow tapioca, pineapple and sweet potato. As hunting and fishing are uncertain, it means you don't know na, today you will get something to eat or not from hunting. Maybe there is some situation that you are not able to catch the fish on that particular day, then what you will eat? Then whatever crops they are growing, the women of the families are taking care of those vegetables and crops, and that is used to feed the family. They practice slash and burn agriculture, a very important term. And what is the meaning of slash and burn agriculture? It means, first of all, you have to clear the forest area for cultivating the land, for growing the crops that you need for your survival. And clearing a piece of land by slashing or cutting down trees and bushes, then some part of the trees, some you can say roots of the trees are still left after cutting, then these roots are burnt, which releases the nutrients into the soil. Because when we burn those trees we get ash, and ash is a good fertilizer for the crops. And such type of practice is called slash and burn agriculture. Now crops are grown in this cleared field for a few years, but the agriculture practice they are following is the old one, and that's why they are not using any fertilizers. They have to leave that particular land after some years because the land loses its fertility. That's why they have to leave that land and shift to another area for cultivation. That's why it is also known as shifting cultivation. The staple food means the main food that is eaten by the people living in this region is manioc, that is also called as cassava, that grows under the ground like the potato. Potato is grown under the ground. We have to take it out from the soil. It is not grown on the trees. That's why it also grows in the same way. They also eat queen ants, and egg sacs means eggs that are having some unborn insects. Cash crops means the crops that are used to sell in the market to get some cash, means money, like coffee, maize, and cocoa are also grown in this region. The rainforest provide a lot of wood. Definitely, when the forests are rich in trees, they will give them wood for the houses. Some families live in thatched houses, means you can say kacha house shaped like beehives. There are other large apartment like houses that are called maloka with a steeply slanting roof. The roofs of those houses are slanting, and for what purpose they are slanting? And the area is full of rain every time there it is raining there, and that's why to avoid the collection of water on the roofs, they make the shape of the roof like a hut that is slanting in a shape so that water do not collect on the roof. Life of the people of the Amazon basin is slowly changing. How it is changing? Just because of transport system, communication system is increasing, technology is also increasing, and it is also affecting the life of the people living in that area. In the older days, the heart of the forest could be reached only by navigating the river. Navigating the river means through the river water only, because it was not easy for us to walk through these forest. But in 1970s, the Trans Amazon Highway made all parts of the rainforest accessible. Now there is no part of the forest that is not accessible to us. We can reach these forests very easily. Aircrafts and helicopters are also used for reaching various places. The indigenous population means the native people, the tribal people who are living there from ages, was pushed out from that area to construct the airports, or you can say the highways. They had to push from that area, and